Hello everybody. I hope you're doing good. I am sorry that I didn't put any makeup and I didn't do my hair and anything, but I'm still working on my garden to get rid of debris because tomorrow is the bulk trash. So they come to pick up, you know, anything that is bulk. So I need to get it ready by tonight, and in the afternoon it's supposed to rain. So I had a lot of branches and stuff. Anyway, hi Sharon, hi Karen, hi Janine, I'm glad you remembered too. So what I wanted to show you is a few tips when you make your Natasha beads, and they are all related to color, okay? Because most of the people, they do the Natasha beads with leftovers, but you can also do the Natasha beads with thinking ahead of time on the whole color thing. Hi Randy, hi Ramona. So what I wanted to show you are actually 3 effects and then an extra thing. The first effect would be the Victorian China effect. You know, those tea sets with pink roses and stuff. Hi Colleen, hi Sue. And most of these, they are, remember I was talking to you about the fact that you can give the eye just elements of a whole, and the brain will fill up what's missing. So for example, if you show somebody just, let's say, a quarter of that eyelet in the peacock's tail, they will know we are talking peacocks. Or a part of a monarch butterfly's wing, they will know it's about monarch butterflies. So all these things are based on that specific effect. So let's start with the Victorian China. For the Victorian China, you need some white. And if you have some of these in your scrap stash, like I have, if you separate your colors when you get your scrap away, then you can use a pink or stuff similar from your scrap. Now, as you can see, I have some white. Let me get the pink on the same pretty much. So I can explain easier. So let's say that it's sort of kind of the same length, but let me actually get some of this white away. So you don't have to be so super careful how you cut, you can, it's just a matter of eyeballing. Okay, and then you want to get about 1/3 of how much white you have in pink. So 1/3 would be about this much. I can take the ruler out if you want, but trust me, I'm a pretty good eyeballer. And then the other thing that you can use for that specific effect, I like to use the 18 karat gold, but if you don't have 18 karat gold, then you can use the regular gold. And like you had 1/3 of the white, you're going to use 1/4 of the gold, so about this much. So let's get it at the same length, and then obviously we can chunk it up And I am going to chunk it up pretty much. There is no Natasha bead without chunking, huh? Okay. Let's toss it real good here, so we don't have too many of the same color, one near the other. And you can actually be a little bit cheating here and, you know, kind of add up, control it. There we go. So, like in any other Natasha. Hi Darla. I'm going to first consolidate this. I have no idea where my acrylic. There is one of them. And you want to get it fairly fine. So now I'm going to change it into a round. Kind of do need my other one. I've been working again on several things at the same time, and that's when gremlins come on my table. So, did I say hi, Sandra? I swear, I'm getting so much brain fog lately. I feel a little bit overwhelmed with everything that I have to do. And to be honest, half a day last week, I totally lost that half of a day because I just felt so overwhelmed with everything that I had to do. And I was feeling so stressed that I said, okay, forget this. And I just laid on the couch and watched movies and snoozed. Because it's hard. The ones of you who are disabled and living alone know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so I thinned it out and I twisted it. Now I'm going to put it in two and twist it some more. Remember, you don't want to twist it too much because you don't want it to get way too thin. So about 2 twistings are plenty enough. So get it, and now I can simply cut it in 4 and kind of stack it. And again, I'm going to make a cube rectangle. Bonsoir, Corinne. And I'm going to reduce it a little bit. Excuse me. So I can make 2 out of it. And let me cut it in 2, so one of them would be a 4-sided Natasha and one would be a pendant. Okay. And you can, the effect actually looks better if you do the pink even lighter than the pure blush of Premo. And you can even go half and half. So it's the 4-sided. So four-sided is very simple. Cut in half. Let me actually turn it like this because it's easier to figure out. Flatten. I could have twisted them some more, but anyway, it's still going to be good. Then cut again in half. Separate them. These better so you can see. And for you not to mess up the whole thing, the way that I advise you to do it is first get the two on the sides, because the two on the sides, again, you do like you did with the one in the middle. You turn them sideways. So first put together the side ones, and then remember that this part was the one that you did first, and now these ones are going to match exactly the same as well. So we have a pretty much a four-sided Natasha. And let me actually get this one a little bit more twisted so we can get more effect out of it. And do a pendant with it. And in order to do a pendant, think how tall your pendant you want to be and half of how wide you want it to be. Okay, you can turn it around and work on it. You can even work on it with the, so this would be it. Then turn it on the side. And again. I know. Did you hear Finnegan wailing? There you go. Now, this looks like a normal thing. Like this would be a normal Natasha, right? Now, look what happens. I'm going to just grab these. And I'm going to twist again. And twist some more. So see how my lines are getting way finer. And you look at it like this. You want to not really have anything that would be much larger than 2 millimeters. I'm always so scared whenever he meows after all the scare I went through with him, you know. And I guess he just wanted to go to the bathroom. And he always has to announce what he's doing. Okay, let's do the same thing again and see what we get this time. So this is going to be my pendant. And remember, half the width that you want it to be and about half the thickness. So if I go like this, it's going to be a little bit thick, so I can go a little bit thinner. And usually your best bet is to go with about 1 inch to 1.5 inches in width with a pendant. straight. What are you doing to me? I'm getting all... It's enough! I'm getting all distracted by Finnegan. I'm sorry. You're fine. You don't need attentions. Go play. Okay, let's go again. I know. Whenever I'm doing something that doesn't involve holding him or playing with him, he is going to whine. Finnegan, come here. Come here, let people see what a bad boy you are. Come here. Come here. Okay, we figured out what it was. He had a piece of tape on the tip of his tail. And that was the problem. And there we go. And there we go. He had a piece of tape on the tip of his tail and he was bothered by it. Mr. Finnegan. Mr. Finnegan. I know, I'll let you go here in a minute, but people want to see you, because people didn't see you in a while. Yes. And there we go. Okay, now can I work without paying attention to you? Yeah, he's got the whole thing, and every time I clean the litter box, he has to get in the litter box and supervise me. Okay, now we go. And see how now it looks like roses and flowers and stuff. I'll get it here zoomed out in a minute. And let me do this one too. In 4. Make sure that I have enough twisting. Okay, so half, separate, separate, separate. He went in the bedroom to whine that he is not getting enough attention. Hey, my hands are shaking a little bit because of the garden work. What is it now? Okay, so not perfectly together, but anyway, it's something like this. So let me zoom it in. And get a bit better focus. There we go. So see how now it has the look and feel of Victorian china. But remember, in this, don't leave, cut a little bit and look inside. And if you have any piece that looks like it's thicker than 2 millimeters, reduce it some more. Hi, Gail. Yes, and what it is very neat, and I can give you a tip, what it is very, very neat for, if you make a box and cover it in white, and then before baking it, so you cover the box, you know, on the blank, you cover the box with white, and then do cutouts like hearts, right? And remove the cutouts, bake, and then fill the cutouts in with this kind of stuff. And then after that you can put a little bit of gold around, and it's going to look like one of those Baroque Victorian jewelry, super luxury stuff. Okay, now let's go to the second effect. The second effect is also related to porcelain, but related this time to the Cobalt porcelain, and not just to the Cobalt porcelain, but also I'll show a different thing with Aloe vera and Spanish tiles that you can do as well. Okay, so I have some white, and then using cobalt blue and white, I made this little plug of Skinner blend. And the same thing, so chop, chop, chop. Are we going to add pure cobalt blue? Yes, we are, but I'll show you here in a second how. Try not to cut this so you'd separate. The white and the blue. And we are going to add some blue, cobalt blue as well, only that we are going to add strings in this whole mix. So in the end we'll end up with some very, 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 very fine lines. Mix this a little bit, and again try, you can go and cheat a little in there so that you won't have blue to blue, black, back to back, and then push in some of these strings, not whole, just bits and pieces, but they need to be quite stringy. And in this one you can also add a little bit of gold if you want, but yeah, this kind of tiles, I mean, they are called aloe vera, they are called ibizan, they are called, but they practically exist in a multitude of cultures. And you can add a little bit on here as well. So once again, and I'm going to separate this into two pieces and show you first the Cobalt China and then the whole aloe vera style tile. Okay, so gonna put this aside for the tile, and with this one I'm going to do, and it's exactly the same principle as for the Victorian style. Oops, sorry. Yeah, see, in the US, whenever you say aloe vera, people think of Mexico. And the Mexican aloe vera is not just, there is some that's only white and cobalt blue, but most of it has also have ochre and red and some green and sometimes yellow, so it's way more colorful. No, don't twist it first. First reduce it. First reduce it and then twist it. Give it a good twist. And see how it already looks. But again, it's very important to do the Skinner blend, because if you don't do the Skinner blend, it will not have that delicate, super delicate look. And twist again. Again. And now I can kind of cut it and put it again together. Twist. One more time, and remember, check at the ends, make sure the ends are twisted as well, and check at the ends to see if you have, see, it's good because I don't have stuff that's thicker than 2 millimeters. So now I can start flattening it. And we get that very, very delicate look of Cobalt China. And as I said, you can use a little bit of gold, but generally Cobalt China only has white and cobalt. Hi, CJ. So this would be a pendant. See how we got the China look. It looks like it has all kinds of little flowers and things, and you can use this too if you want to make a more baroque. And remember, the tip is when you do this, in order to get it nice, place it upside down, and you always have one side that's, because it come on, it's you have to have superpowers to get it perfectly flat on both sides. So just shave a little bit of the extra, and then it's going to look much better and will be much easier to put together and flatten the middle, so you don't have that line in the middle that shows that it was. Okay, let me zoom it so you can see. Hi, Space Oddity. Hi, Antonia. And see, because of that skinner blend, it gives even more, and you can do that with the pink as well. It gives a lot of the flowery look because you have that skinner blend. Now let's see how to do that aloe vera like thing. So I have this, right? It's not really a Natasha, this one, right? It's more of a dirty cane, if you want. I don't know how to call it otherwise. Okay, I'm going to cut half of it. And flatten it more, but this way. And then roll it. And now I'm going to place it on top here. Bring these over. And start making it into a triangle, but the thing is that your rounded part will become the base and your flat part will become the top. So start first by pinching and pushing down, and then you can finish the triangle this way. And I need to reduce it enough to be able to cut it in 4 to form a square, obviously. And of course it's not going to be the same, right? Because you don't have the same but again, it's going to give an effect of porcelain stuff. And remember something, that no matter what you do, these will be the same. Oh, see, I'm making it into a square. So let's say that I have a, let me make a flat out of this. And then cut some slices. Yeah, that's the main thing with the Natasha beads, that they can never be the same. Let me get this through the machine. Okay, so let's cut some slices. Of course you can reduce it even more, and it's a little soft. Reduce it even more and then put the 4 together, but actually let's try and do that because they are too soft right now. They are too soft to cut in the smaller pieces. I mean, just treat them exactly like you would treat a regular square cane that you put together 4 squares out of. Trying to get 4. I tried to cut the first ones and I didn't do a good job, and oh well. I'm still going to get 4 of them. So put them together where see, no matter where you are, you'll still get these little things that are towards the middle. So, and you want to give it an extra oomph, you can even wrap this in blue, but it's going to give a aloe vera tile look. And remember, put them in the fridge first before cutting. So pretty much this. I didn't cut them properly and everything, but you get the idea. See? You get a pretty nice aloe vera like stuff. Now, the third effect is the Monarch butterfly. Get this to the side. And the thing is that if you mix these together, or the leftovers, you're gonna get a light blue that you can use in something else, right? Now, the third effect, as I said, is a Monarch butterfly. And for this, what I'm going to do first is grab some white and make a bullseye cane with white wrapped in black. Okay, so make a bead until you don't get any folding lines. Make it into a, and you want your a sausage to be about 1/3 of an inch, and then wrap it in black on the thickest setting. He's in the hole meowing again. Something else, this cat, I'm telling you. Okay, and now of course you want to reduce it. And you want to reduce it to about, I don't know, like 1/8 of an inch, something like that. Something like this. Then grab some orange. And if you want to make it even cooler looking, you can make a Skinner blend with orange and cadmium yellow. Okay, so chop the orange. Then add some bits and pieces of thin setting black. Practically what you do is a kind of more or less a stropel cane. Cut, place some of this in, and on some of them try to place the sausages of white wrapped in black one near the other. It gives more effect. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to consolidate it. And then gently twist it. More twisting and more twisting. You want the lines to be pretty much almost vertical on it. Okay, then cut the whole thing in 4. Stack it together and consolidate again. The thing with it is that you can do both, obviously, so let's go with a pendant. But what's interesting with this one is that you can do the Natasha both on the vertical as well as on the horizontal with it, because you can already see what's happening here. So let's get this settled for a pendant. Cut it. And you already have, excuse me, a butterfly effect. Now, what I was talking about, that you can go both ways. Let's do this. Let me move this away. Cut another piece of this. Only that this one, I am going to reduce it on the slice. And I'm going to cut on the side of the slice. So you're going to get a little bit of smudging as well, like from a mokumegane. And then the third way of doing it, see how I'm flattening it on the side more than vertically, and again, it's not, cool it off in the fridge first. And we are getting another butterfly wing. So because you reduce it and you cut it in 3 different ways, you get 3 different types of Natasha mirror effect. But it gives you the idea of, and if you, I told you, if you do the, I just didn't have time with all my gardening stuff to do the orange and yellow whatchamacallit, skin and blend to show you. But yeah, these are the 3 different effects that I wanted to show you in a controlled Natasha bead thing. And again, it's completely up to you how you decide to do them and use them. Well, you can watch tomorrow, Antonia. That's fine. Thank you. Don't forget to thumbs up. And I wasn't able to finish editing tutorial all week, and I put it for premiere in a couple hours, so you can watch it. It's with the patina, faux patina copper thing. And I'll keep working. Fortunately, it's gonna be less work in the garden after tomorrow, so I'll be able to go more. Hi Sarah, you came at the end. Because the thing is that I cannot work, I can only work in the garden in the morning because it's hot. And if I work in the garden in the morning, I'm kind of wiped out in the afternoon. So yeah. Okay, thank you so much, and I should be able to post more stuff this coming week. I got some resin stuff to show you, but it's casting resin, and I cannot show it to you right now because it's not set yet completely, and I want to let it set properly. But some really nice stuff, coasters and pendants and things. Okay, thank you so much. And I look forward, I'll probably be online during the premiere, so it's gonna be in an hour and 40 minutes. And then I'll see you during the next week. I'll probably set another premiere so we can chat a little bit. And then next Sunday, don't forget to thumbs up. Okay, and don't forget to share. Thank you so much for being here with me. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I'm going back to my garden. Bye.